Pronunciation Pro.
Pronunciation Pro.
Hello.
Hi. I'd like to read a passage that was shared a couple of weeks ago for the weekly challenge.
Oh yeah, that's right. The one that we
Remember.
sent you. Mm-hmm.
If you want, I can put it up for everyone in the chat box, so that the others.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Yeah.
Copy and paste it there.
Yeah. So
okay, great.
I spent the last couple of years traveling around the world giving.
Okay, hold on real quick. Did you put it in the chat box?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, maybe. Did you send it? I'm not seeing it, but. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so I've spent the last couple of years traveling around the world giving.
Okay, I'm going to stop you with this the very first word. I've spent, so move your mouth more and kind of get that full movement, okay? I've spent the last couple of years.
I've spent the last couple of years traveling around the world, giving talks to big corporations and little startups, and lots of leadership teams and women's groups. And I've been trying really hard to convince people that we can change the way we work. But every time I do a talk, somebody comes backstage or follows me off stage and says, you know, I'm so inspired by what you say. It's so great. It makes so much sense. But we can't. We can't because we are regulated. We can't because our CFO says we cannot do it. We can't because we are in Europe. We can't because we are a service industry. We can't because we are a non-profit. And then last year came the pandemic, and the pandemic changed everything all over the world. Service people started realizing that they had to suit up and wear masks and take temperatures and wash their hands. We had to start standing 6 feet apart.
Okay. All right, good. Okay, I can tell you've been working on that with the R's. There's R's sounding really good and strong. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah. There was only one, let's see. There was only one R that I would have, I wanted to hear a little bit different, and it was started. Do that one again, started.
Started.
Yeah, so that's what's hard is kind of with that tap T, it kind of becomes a D, and then it flattens the R a little bit. Started. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So the tendency is kind of to flatten it a little bit when, you know, in that combination, but still, but you'll want to still get that R back. Started. Mm-hmm. Okay. So do this for me. Couple. So instead of couple, kind of higher. I want you to drop that couple. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Couple. I have a couple of ideas. I have a couple of ideas. Yes.
I have a couple of ideas.
Yeah. And that's a good one for all of you kind of to take note of, because these are one of these exceptions, because when you look at the spelling, it doesn't make sense why it would be cup, just like, you know, couple. So that's just one to take note of because it's an exception. Okay. Big corporation. So that big corp, we still want to get that G in there, but we're not going to release the G.
Big corporation.
Yeah, there you go. Big corporation. So that's how you link those two. So when you have a G or a K, G and K are produced in the same position. And this is kind of for everyone. G and K are so K meaning like corp, that's the sound for corporation. G and K are produced in the back of the throat, same position. And so because it shares that position, you're only going to release the second one. So, but if you say big core, and don't close off the G, it won't sound right. So big corporation. Such a small difference, but I do need you to kind of like close off that G in the back. Big corporations. Perfect. So it kind of feels like it's dropped a little bit, but when you really get like really close to it, you realize, oh, it's just because it stops and then it's released. Okay.
Yeah.
So I want you to do this. I'm so inspired, and move your mouth more to get the full movement of those vowels. I'm so inspired.
I'm so inspired. I'm so inspired.
Inspired. Yeah. Spire. Do that again.
I'm
Spire.
so inspired.
I'm so inspired.
I'm so
Good.
inspired.
And then the same thing with our CFO, and in connected speech, a lot of times our becomes our CFO, our CFO.
Our CFO.
Yeah, exactly. So our and our, you can kind of, you can do the full pronunciation, but it does feel, it's kind of hard to get that in connected speech. So just do our. And I noticed that you corrected yourself on the word because, and I'm trying to remember what you did at first, but then you kind of changed that, because this is one of those that, a little bit of a reduction, because.
Yeah.
Because. So you did it more of like how it's pronounced, and then you stopped yourself and you did it more of like how natives say it. So I can tell you've been paying attention. Okay. And then the other one, masks. Get that dropped masks.
Masks.
Instead of mask, masks. There you go. It's a very American sound. It's kind of that ugly American So I always hate. So I almost hate to teach that sound, because it's a little bit like blah. It's not the most pleasant sound that we make, but it's very American. So if we're going for American, we gotta get that
Very true. And it's one of the most difficult to forget because of our languages.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, and most of our students kind of do this mosque, and really like soften it, which it sounds a lot better to me, but it's not what we're going for. So I will teach it the standard way. Masks.
Okay, thank you.
All right, good. Very nice, Giovanni. Thanks for bringing that. And I can tell that you've been working on those R's, so keep that work up. You're practicing very well.
Thank you.
All right, good job.
Your voice is important and needs to be heard. If you're ready to speak English clearly and with greater confidence, I invite you to start your free 7-day trial at pronunciationpro.com.